Okay. Small envelope. So this is going to cost you nothing in terms of fulfillment fee. Okay, very little fulfillment fee. So all these super light products are having very little fulfillment fee cost. You see here €1.63. So it's really cheap to store them and to ship them. So I see that it's only selling in Spain. So it's not even worth to investigate on other countries. Let's see. First, let's check if on Carrefour the price is correct. $14.99, perfect. Okay. PlayStation. Okay. Let's see what we have here. So here we have again a change.
Two prices. Yes.
We have two prices. So we have a price range in here in the 1890. So we can even test it. 1890. So for it, if the price goes back to 1890, you're not going to make any profit. So this is a risk factor. So if for any reason a seller is entering the listing and pricing it like it was before, you're not going to make any profit anymore. Okay. So we can definitely consider all this period as non-profitable for us. So everything that was happening here, we should completely ignore, because we cannot offer the products for that price. Okay. So we need to focus on the period in which the price is higher. So in the range of 6109, 61. Okay. So in this period here, what do we have? We have quite some sales yet. So the sales rank is still very good. We have some used offer that we can easily remove. The price is super stable. So if you focus only on this period, we are talking about since the beginning of April, so almost 1 month. So in 1 month, definitely less sales than before. If we count the number of spikes, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 could be. We're in the range of 10. Even though this spike is definitely higher than these ones. So probably here we had more than one sale. Yeah, so we are definitely in the range of 10 plus or something like that, with only FBM. So I don't see any FBA competitor. Okay, so we don't have the buy box, so this is definitely an element to take into account. When you don't have the buy box, the number of sales is going to drop considerably. Okay. Okay, here so we are shipping, we are Spain, okay. Spain, we have 3 sellers, all FBM, so we should not care about them at all. We can define the price that we want. Okay, so 47, 57, 75, more or less, yeah. So the price is still at this range here. So for 60 euros, I see that in the past month, the product is selling okay. So this is definitely an interesting product. Competition is not relevant, only FBM with a price that is definitely comfortable for us. If you focus only on this period, this is definitely an excellent product to buy. The fact that in the past we were having other sellers, it should not scare us. Also check on this bottom graph here. So until here, there were something like 9 sellers, 10 sellers, 11 sellers, 12 sellers. And then all of a sudden the seller counts went down to 2, 2, 3, 1 here, 2, 3. So a lot of sellers, they disappeared. And that's exactly in the same period in which the price went up. So yes, okay. In this period, the product was selling a lot more. You can see how many spikes were there. So definitely this product was more appealing, let's say, when the price was lower. But still, even if the price went up, and went up quite a lot, because we went from 30 euros to 60 euros, so plus 30 euros. Even if the price went up, definitely the sales are going down, but the product is still generating some sales. So in this case, I would adopt a more cautious strategy in respect of the previous product, because here I see a negative trend. You see the graph that is gradually going down. So probably the trend is still going like this in the future.
Okay.
When you enter this listing, the first thing that I would do is to find the right price to have the buy box back enabled. It's very difficult to understand, let's say, to calculate the price for which the buy box is going to be enabled again. But this is definitely something that you want to test on this product here. You want to sell with the buy box. It's way better to have sales generated this way. You're gonna sell a lot more. Your product is going to get a lot more visibility on the sales rank. So I would not exactly copy the same price here, because this price here, 61 euros, is making Amazon disable this buy box, the buy box for this product. So if you start selling this product, you want to sell it for a slightly lower price, low enough to enable back again the buy box. And when you found this product, you're probably going to generate more sales here. Consider that also as a video game, it's quite probable that the overall trend is going down, because video games are not forever. So this actually this video game is lasting since a very, very, very long time. So we are talking about 1,400 days. How many years of that? So we're talking about 4 years, almost 5 years.
Yes.
This game is selling on Amazon quite a lot. So you see, this period was sales rank 22, and now it's going down. So probably let's focus on the last year. Yeah, you see, beginning last year May, it was a top seller, and now it's gradually going down, and in the last period it went down a little bit more. So this product is slowly fading, but it's still a top seller. So we are still in the 3,000 sales rank range. That is extremely good. So you cannot expect to sell this product for many years, but definitely it's an interesting product to sell now, because it's still selling a lot. I was expecting, as a video game, I usually see this decay happening way faster than this. So this product is lasting very long as a video game. It's a very popular. It's a very popular game that is evergreen, how to say.
Okay.
But in general, yes. This price here is generating the sales, so this is definitely a good product. The only thing is that if you want to enter this listing, I would lower the price a bit to have the buy box back enabled.
Okay. How can the price be higher on at this time, like 60 euros?
What do you mean?
Because I think 60 euros is a lot, and 24 it's lower. How this is possible?
You mean why the price is higher here instead of here? So the price is defined by the sellers. Consider that most of your competitors are having thousands of SKUs in their catalog. So they cannot adopt a very precise pricing strategy for each product. And that's a big advantage for you, because you are going to have a smaller number of products on which you can play a more detailed repricing strategy.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This seller here probably doesn't even remember that this product is in his catalog. So this price here is generating few sales, and for this seller, it's okay. You are definitely going to enter the listing as an FBA seller, so you have an immediate advantage in respect of this seller. This seller probably was there since before, so you see in this period some seller went away, so probably this seller was there since before and was still having this price.
Yes.
The fact that the price now is high, in my opinion, it's not related to the fact that one of these sellers raised the price, but simply the sellers that were selling here for lower price, they ran out of stock.
Okay.
The price was here, but these sellers here, they were still priced here. But simply they were not making any sale because obviously their price was too high. Then all of a sudden the other sellers went away, and these sellers are the only one remaining in the listing, and now they started making sales for this higher price. Then when you enter the listing, you will be positioned definitely high in this list. Sorry. You will be positioned high in this list, so this means that you're going to be the only seller generating sales. So when you enter the listing, you're going to see in hippograph a red triangle appearing somewhere here, depending on where you place the price. So in the future graph, the graph keeps moving on the right. When you enter the listing, you will see a red triangle corresponding to your price. And this means that all the sales are going to go to the only FBA seller in the listing.
Then would you say this is a good product?
This is a good product, yes, because even if the price is less competitive in respect of the past, still a lot of sales are happening. So you're not going to make as many sales as in the past, but you still want to have this product because it can generate quite a bunch of sales for a price that is giving you some profit. How much profit I can tell you. So we are talking about here we have a huge amount of profit that you can play around. So even if you lower the buy box to, I don't know, 55 or even 50 euros, you still have something like 19 euros, 18 euros profit per product here. And you're going to make all the sales. So for 50 euros, you can expect this number to go up because it's lower than the current price. So by lowering the price, you can expect more sales. And so this number here is probably underestimated for this listing here. But this is definitely a product that I want to have in my inventory. Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
I would really start 10 units just to see, to make a small experiment to see which price is the optimal one to have the buy box. And as soon as I run out of stock, I would run and buy more if possible from Carrefour. Let's see if it's enough. It's an offer, so probably this offer is not going to last forever. So maybe I want to buy a little bit more in order to be sure that I keep this price here.
Yes.
Let's say in the worst case scenario, you buy too little for this product, so the price goes up to 19.99. You still have let's see, keep the price.
Yes, it's still
you still have 14 euros profit. So you don't care too much. Definitely, you want to maximize your profit, but in worst case scenario that you are too cautious, you end up having a product that is still generating 15 euros a unit. So in general, yes, this is an amazing product, mostly because the profit is so high. And here you have 200% ROI, so this is an amazing product if you manage to sell at this price here. So what is more than 100%, almost 150% ROI. So this is a crazy product that you absolutely want to have in your inventory. So also this one, yes, it's definitely a green flag for your purchase list.
Okay, so nice.
So far so clear. Eh? So don't hesitate to ask me questions if you think that my analysis is too complex. I repeat, there are certain levels at which you can make a proper analysis, and the better you get, the more details you are able to understand. A basic analysis is quite straightforward. So this product was not that difficult to understand. You have one low price here, one high price here, more sales here, a little bit less sales here, but still enough. So the only thing that I would look if I were a total beginner is, in this period here, am I able to generate enough sales? The answer is yes, because I still have a lot of spikes. So I can completely ignore this first part here and only focus on this part. That's it. If I look a graph like this,
yes,
and I completely ignore everything else, is it a good purchase decision? Yes or no? For me, it's a yes, and that's it.
And if the price comes down to 25 or the first price, I mean, then the product will be not profitable. Then
exactly.
Then it's you have to be aware with that, right?
I find it as a very remote probability. So it means that if it happens, it means that one of the previous sellers is back in stock. But since nobody is in stock since beginning of April, more or less, it means that after 1 month, all of a sudden, an old supplier decided to sell again and keep the price very low. So the existing seller should completely ignore what's the current situation for the listing and restart selling at the old price. For me, it's a risk that it's always there. So any product, you always have the risk that another seller is coming and pricing it at a very low price that is not profitable for you anymore. But indeed, what you want to be sure is that you take the right risks and be and be prepared for those cases in which something goes bad. You're never going to make 100% correct decision. Nobody does. You're always going to have some risk, and you're always going to have some products that are not going to sell as you were expecting. This is an historical graph analysis. So this is not, we are predicting the future. So we are trying to extrapolate the future from the past.
Yes.
We don't have exact data for the future, so we are just making assumptions based on historical data. It's all about probability. For this product, there is a very little probability, but very, very, very little, that an old seller is coming back in the listing and offering the product as before. But just because it's already 1 month, that nobody is having such low price. But yeah, I agree with you that there is always a possibility. And but if you make decision based on remote possibilities, I can tell you for sure that you're not going to buy any product. At a certain point, you need to understand what is a good decision because the risk is low, and what is a bad decision because the risk is high. There are products that you want to buy even if the risk is high, because maybe maybe the reward is very high as well.
Yes.
But in general, most of the decisions that you're going to make are like this. So do I have a stable situation from a price and sales point of view long enough to justify a prediction for the future? In this case, I have 1 month, starting more or less beginning of April. From the beginning of April till now, we have a stable price, always the same, 61, 61, 61, 61. So the price never changed in 1 month. And we have quite some stable sales. So we have a bunch of sale happening here that correspond to that price. And that's all I need to know. 1 month, enough sales, and the price is stable. Easy decision. Yes, I want to buy this product and I want to join this listing as a seller. It's much more difficult if your graph is constantly moving. So if you have high price, low price, high price, low price, constantly changing sales rank, you don't understand which seller has the buy box. So in general, this is a relatively easy product to read.
Okay.
As long as you completely ignore this first part here. I repeat, if this point here was not beginning of April, but I don't know, a few days ago, then I would be more cautious. Okay, how much data do we have in order to make a decision? Is it 1 full month or just a couple of days? 1 full month, I can tell you for sure that is enough to make a guess on what's going to be the future performance of this product for a long period.
Okay.
Clear enough?
Yes.
I repeat, this is, let's say, this session is totally dedicated to analyzing products, because it is really key that you get better and better in understanding the reasoning of an analysis. A good analysis is allowing you to understand what can be the future shape of this graph here. And the better you are at recognizing the future, the better purchase decision you're going to make.
And also it depends from the season. And for example, if one product is only for summer, you will take it in account, or
for certain products, yes,
okay.
for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Don't take, let's say, I can make you an example with the toys category. So the toys category is going crazy for Christmas. The sales that happens on a toy during the Christmas period are absolutely uncomparable with any other period of the year. So if you make a purchase decision in January based on the data of December, you're gonna for sure have a lot of stock that is selling very slow. Because the products that are selling on December, especially in the toys category, are not sustainable during the rest of the year. Yes, of course, you need to make a seasonality decision on certain categories. Summer products, I don't know, swim gear or any kind of beach equipment that they're selling only in summer. So if you make an analysis in August, for September, actually maybe a little bit more. So for September, if you make an analysis in September and you want to start selling in October, be cautious, because in October probably these numbers are not going to be the same. Because October is already going down, the summer season. So the sales of summer products in October is definitely going to drop. And you're not going to make as many sales as in August or September.
Okay.